So, the elders, salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and in sincerity. Okay.
Pretty much like we're going through the spirit, man, and biblical prophecies that's about to get ready to occur, man. But right now, the hottest topic is the government shutdown. So for the spirit, we're just gonna bring out wicked precepts to further edify you.
See us? Okay, yeah. All right, this second Ezra is 15:1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
Come in.
This is Isaiah chapter 19, verse 14. The Most High has mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, and as a drunken man staggered in his vomit.
Mr. Earl, let's talk about Egypt, all right, which is actually going into America, man. So if you can receive this in the spirit, America is modern day Egypt. Why? Because it goes back to these Egyptian philosophies, man. All right, but the Most High has put a perverse spirit, meaning that everything America does is contrary to the scriptures of Yahweh Hashem Shai. That's why you have homosexual people that believe in Jesus Christ and so on and so forth, man. All right, that's why it's okay to do darkness and get awarded for it. Why? Because the Most High has composed this format. Okay.
Neither shall there be any work for Egypt which the tail, branch, or rush may do.
One of the main corporations down here, Nissan plant, they got to get ready to lay off 700 workers, man. This is mostly Jake works there. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of our people might get affected by that. So that's 700 workers. That's 700 different families getting affected in all type of variety of ways, man.
In that day shall Egypt be like unto women, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking and of the hand of the Most High of hosts, which he shaketh over it.
Yeah, like these military guys, these guys that want to be trap boys, things of that such, they're going to be like women when all hell breaks loose. They're going to wonder how to survive and feed their families, man. They won't have no type of food, no shelter, no brother, they help their people out. What's the last verse again?
In that day shall Egypt be like unto women, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Most High of hosts, which shall shake it over it.
Yep. The Lord of hosts, man, Lord Sabaoth. So he has those angels holding the four winds of the earth, when they're holding the four winds of the winds, or the destruction that's coming, man. Yeah. You know, so all the destruction that's coming is martial law. You know, the FEMA camps, the implementation of the market beast, man, which is the microchip. You know what I'm saying? You have the race riots, the sedition of men. You know, it's going to be all type of chaos and agony in the streets of America. That's why we out here right now. Our people know through the spirit what's about to get real occur. You don't get your act together, man.
Ezra 15:1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
And let's see who the Lord's people are, man, according to the scriptures.
So Isaiah 65:19. And I will rejoice in Jerusalem and joy in my people. And the voice of weeping shall be no more heard, nor the voice of crying.
Yeah, Jerusalem, man, which consists of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? You scattered all across the four corners of the earth. You know as Jerusalem, according to the scriptures, man. So the scriptures right here, 2 Ezra 15:1 said, speaking to the ear of my people, the words of prophecy. You know what I'm saying? A few weeks ago, we was out here. There was thousands of Jakes that walked by during the Christmas parade. You know what I'm saying? Came by. One Jake came by, you know, he was inquiring about what we was talking about. The rest of the Jakes, they was into this following, man. That's right. So when all hell breaks loose, Yahweh Hashem Shai gonna remember each and every deed that they did, man. All right.
Ecclesiastes 5:7. Make no turn back to the Most High, and putting it off day to day, and suddenly shall the wrath of the Most High come forth. And thy security that should be destroyed, and it should perish in the day of vengeance.
Yeah.
And basically, You know, everybody out here doing what they want to do right now. You know, right now, everybody worry about that shutdown.
Right.
So, you know, people ain't, you know, right now they getting food. But soon, most time cut everything off. Right now, they stuck on going to work, getting this. And once I come, it gonna be too late for you. You're not trying to find your how about your shot. You're not trying to. Because Jake don't care, man. When everything good, Jake don't care about the Lord. When everything go bad, then when Jake want to bring their ass out here, I'll try to find you how about your shot. And that day, most I gonna forget y'all, man.
That's right.
They gonna forget you.
Hey, that's right, because the apostle and the elder said when the incident occurred, you know, with 9/11, they said they website, man, pretty much got shut down, man, because so many people logging in on it, trying to see what's about to get ready to happen. You know what I'm saying? So how much more in these times that's coming up ahead in Jacob's trouble?
Right. And that's why the Most High is coming, such as like a thief in the night. All right. And then a lot of our people, these government programs. Can I get something real quick? Hey, somebody get Isaiah 32:9. You know, and that's what's wrong with our people, because now your spiritual God is Esau. You know, instead of going to Yahweh Hashem Al-Shah and praying to him for assistance as to receive the spirit, you run to Esau. You believe in the shadow of this government. And they always go back to you careless women. Okay? Get Isaiah 32:9.
This is Isaiah chapter 32, verse 9.
Right.
Rise up, ye women, they are at ease.
Right. You women, you are at ease, man. And let's see why these women are at ease. Go ahead.
Hear my voice.
Right, hear my voice, going back to 2 Ezra 15:1, because the voice of the Lord is manifested through the true men of the Lord, the holy prophets. Why? Because they have that Holy Spirit. Continue.
Ye careless daughters.
Right, ye careless daughters. These women today are careless. That is the reason why they are at ease. That is the reason why they live a carefree life. Go ahead.
Give ear unto my speech.
Right, give ear to my speech. Go ahead.
Many days and years shall ye be troubled.
Right, and Lord willing, this has begun, man. All right, Lord willing, this is the entry point to Jacob's trouble, man. Because when you go into that term trouble in the Hebrew, that's going into distress, that's going into straits. And if you know anything about a strait, it means a position of difficulty. Go ahead, bro.
Ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail.
Right, and that's the point. The vintage shall fail. And if you know anything about that term vintage, it means to collect grapes or to take away grapes. Now, the reason why you would take away grapes or collect grapes is because you're trying to receive the wine. Go ahead, bro.
The gathering shall not come.
Right, the gathering shall not come. So if you can receive this in the spirit, the vintage is these public assistance programs such as WIC, such as HUD, such as EBT, so on and so forth. Now the gathering is the benefits that these women receive from these assistance programs. That's why when you go into that term vintage, it means an accessible high. Now, if you know anything about something that is inaccessible, is not easily attained, meaning that these women can receive these programs, but these men cannot. And then there's a strict protocol in order for these women to receive these programs. Go ahead, bro.
Tremble, ye women that are at ease.
Right, because these goddamn programs are being shut down. Why? Because the government is no longer funding these programs. Why? Because the government don't have money going back to a credit-based society. Go ahead.
Be troubled.
Be troubled.
Ye careless ones.
Right.
Strip you and make you bare.
Right, and the reason why you're being stripped and bare, because now the Most High has put you in the state of war.
That all goes back to that deal you made with the serpent. You know what I'm saying? Back in the Garden of Eden, man. Or Eden, should I say? Okay.
You know, in the independent shit, I'm independent. You bitch ain't independent. You bitch never was. How you hold get a job? Don't men ain't on all the jobs. Who do the plumbing? Don't the men do the plumbing? Who cut y'all grass? Don't the men cut the grass? You bitch ain't independent. So get out of that shit, man.
Right.
Eat your daddy. Your dad is covering y'all.
Yeah, and that's it. See, you know, and that's the reason why they have to rise and stand up. That's the reason why they're no longer at ease, because the Most High is stripping them back. Right. Go ahead, bro.
And gird sackcloth upon your loins.
Go ahead.
They shall lament for the teats
When you lament, that means you're crying. And the reason why you're crying because you're mourning. And then it says they're supposed to lament for the teats. If you know anything about the teats, it's actually going into breasts. All right. If you know anything about a nourishment, right. Babies receive nourishment from the babies from the mother. All right. That's symbolic for these women being nourished from these government assistance programs, right?
For the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine.
Right, and those pleasant fields and those fruitful vines are no longer going to be here. Why? Because the Most High has destroyed the vintage going into that government sector.
Hey, yeah, I was gonna land back off what you said. Who's the Lord chosen people? You know, you're talking about Israel. This is First Kings 10:9. Blessed be the Lord Yahweh, thy power, which delight in thee, to set thee on the throne of Israel, because the Lord Yahweh loved Israel forever. Therefore made he the king, and to do judgment and justice. You know, let's just break it down. The Lord loved Israel, man. You know, this whole Bible is about the Israelites, man. The curses and the blessings, man. You know, he said he have not dealt so many nations, man. You know. So the Lord chose the people is all the Israelites, so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, Hispanic, man. It's on this sign, man. You got to confuse the faces. I like to have the spirit bear witness, man. With our spirit, you know.
Yeah. This is Isaiah 31:1. It says, "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses and trust in chariots."
So destruction to the 2/3 of our nation. They want to count on this American system, man. It's the same country that's been oppressing your people for hundreds and hundreds of years, man. So how much more, it's gonna be today, man? That's been lynching and murdering your people. So you still want to count on him for government assistance, man.
Yes, they did.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? So Esau made a deal with Eve, in the garden. Hey, that same deal that he made with Gad, with all the peace trees and things like that, he never kept one of them, man. So he ain't gonna keep one of you niggas in it. Okay?
It says, "Because they are many and horsemen, because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord."
That's right, man. Hey, I appreciate it.
That shows that the Lord only dealing with Israel, man. You know, the Lord only dealing with the 12 tribes, man. He ain't dealing with the damn Ammonites, all right, the Moabites. The Lord is dealing with them, man. You know, they have not known.
They have not known, man. All throughout the scripture, you see, he say God of Israel, not the God of Yemen, not the God of Ham, not the God of Japheth. You know what I'm saying? You see the God of Israel.
That's what I said. Amos 3:1. You have our only known.
Man, alone.
That's it.
Because the covenants was given to our people, man. Therefore, they made us separate from amongst other nations.
And it's Jeremiah 29:19. Because they have not hearkened to my word, said the Most High, which I sent unto them by my servants, the prophets.
Yeah, the servants, the prophets, man. Starting with the apostles and elders, the great millstone, and all the 60 octaves on down, man. Okay.
Rising up early and sending them, but ye would not hearken, said the Most High.
And what's rising up early and sending them right now? Us out here on the highways and byways, and as you can see, there's nobody out here listening, man, or trying to adhere or trying to do right, man. They don't even try to inquire about, like, who y'all talking about, like, what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, you how about Shah Shah's gonna remember every act that you're doing when all hell breaks loose, man. Okay? I got this stuff for you.
All right, this is Matthew 10:20. For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you.
That's right, man. Yeah, because we guided by the Holy Spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything we do, it says in Colossians 3rd chapter, everything we do is indeed of Yahweh Shah Shah. You know? So everything we do is by the Spirit. Yahweh Shah Shah, by Hashem, Wakabadash. Okay? That's the Holy Spirit.
This is Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 5. Thus saith Yahweh power, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and make flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from the Most High.
Just on Associated Press, you had a nigga woman. She worked, I think she's like a security guard. for the museum, and she was like saying like Trump, like, well, we need to get these jobs, man. Like we need to start back working. So that's our people showing that trust in man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she was praying, man.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that was crazy. This is Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 5. Thus saith Yahweh power, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, in whose heart departed from the Most High.
Cursed be that man who trusts in man. Like we just read in Isaiah 31, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. So you people are going to trust in Esau, which the scripture tells you in Psalms, his words of his mouth is smoother than butter.
Good.
Right? So what's going to happen is you're going to trust in him, and he's going to bring that microchip to you, man. That's going to be the end all to be all of you people who trust in Esau, man. And he's going to make it sound so smooth, man. He's going to make it convenient. That's what he's doing now. That's why you see unlocking their car doors, just waving their hands. It seems to be the cool thing. Now with the government shutdown, hey, when you hungry and your stomach touching your ribs, he gonna call you the back. He gonna be like, hey, if you take this, hey, this gonna be given to you. Right? And this that curse be that, and this gonna be your curse, man. And it's all going down to that microchip now.
That's right. Right. The hour of temptation.
You look at it now. Shit, you don't think them people take that chip to get them government jobs back? They ready to take that bitch today. You know, Esau just running the experiment because he want to see a reaction.
Right.
You know, so he know how to play it. But it's gonna be on a large scale, man. Esau gonna put that full court press on, you know, and a lot of people gonna get shook up. Man.
Right. Because like in the military, when we were in the military, they always, whenever you do what they call a field problem, when you go out, whenever you do anything, they what they call AAR, after action review. You always do a report on what you could do better to help the situation, right? It's always an after action review, man. What problems do we have, you know, and what can we do to make it better? So when you see Esau always coming up with these false flags, they always going in they think tanks, figuring out, hey, well, how did they react? You know what I mean? Did we get the response we were looking for? What can we do to make it better? So they already had that shit planned out, man. 10 years back, the shit was playing out. 20 years ago, man. You know? They just, and then they also know when they see all these young men on the street, damn, Esau know that's Revelation 12 and 12, man. You know he got a short time when you see these young men on the street, man. Cause see, hey, we supposed to be the generation shit, I'm part of that generation before y'all. Most of y'all supposed to be Z. Y'all supposed to don't know shit, you know. But these young men are the men that's smarter than damn near everybody in the government. These are men right here that are in the spirit, right? And you ain't supposed to be. You supposed to be with your pants hanging down in the damn hood. Right. But like you got men that ain't grabbing these Bibles, that's scaring the hell out of Esau, man. That's scaring their ass to death, man. They know. You know, these are ones who we were supposed to just have total control of. And look, they out here preaching against us, man. Against society.
Hey, the apostles and the elders, they came out, they said like back in the early 90s that you had a limousine pulled up. And it came out and said, how do you all find out about this? We spent so much money, billions of dollars to try to hide this from you all, man. Because it's from the spirit of you, how about you, man.
That's right.
He said he's a man that he should not lie, man. So in these last days, he's going to wake up a certain amount of his people, man.
Right.
So we stand right up putting our watch and we letting our people know it's about to be the downfall of America.
That's right.
And you want to get right behind about you're going to be put to death.
That's right.
Okay?
Hey, this is Psalms 44 and 4. It states, Thou art my king, O power, command deliverance for Jacob. Through thee will we push down our enemies. Through thy name will we tread them under that rise up against us.
That show you how strong that name is. That deliverance gonna come to that name. The Proverbs say what? The Lord's name is a strong tower, man. And the righteous gonna run to it, man. You know, everybody 2/3, man, they have no clue, man. They gonna find out Jesus was some bullshit.
Right, man.
You know, that's when they gonna be all mad as hell, you know. When they find out that name Jesus was a lot of bullshit, man.
Yo.
Finish, man.
Yeah, and Proverbs 35 said he is a shield to them that put their trust in him.
That's right. That's right.
So when you got the name, you got a shield, man.
That's right.
You know, and that name is very, very important, man. That's why when the other Israelite camps, they sell out, the first thing they take away is the name.
That's right. That's right, bro.
Because that name hold power.
And that's the connection. All right. That's the reason why the Most High basically took away their name, because if he took away the name, therefore there's no connection.
Yeah.
All right. The Most High is the car, and Yahweh Shah is the keys. In order to crank up the car, you gotta have the keys. Man.
Hey, I seen this article. This I think it's from Chile. One of them he jumped in the motherfucking lines, then saying Jesus gonna save him. Jesus didn't come through, cause line tore his ass up. You know, he got you know, and he's in the hospital. They said Jesus sent him. Jesus didn't send you, though.
Jesus didn't take the wheel that time.
But it's a vibration, you know what I'm saying? You know, you saying Jesus and things like that. You notice how long our people been using that name. Nothing has been done, man. As soon as we start pushing forward that name, Yahweh Shah, things are rolling in the spirit, man. It's like Yahweh Shah, he heard our prayers on New Year's Eve destruction. You know what I'm saying? As soon as January came in, man, things just started happening, man. You know?
Really down here, man, I'm telling you, y'all got the damn murder rate on everybody right now. It's 14 murders in 19 days. That's somebody getting killed every day, man. You know what I mean? That's heavy, man.
That's just what's making the news.
Yeah.
You know, it's more than that going on.
Yeah, everybody ain't getting caught.
Jesus, just laying back on the point, the Taz one made Jesus gonna be a big disappointment.
Yeah.
He gonna be like what's that, Greg Oden?
But that's crazy, because if Trump can't save you,
Just don't want that smoke. I keep putting Jesus in that shit. You don't know that shit.
They was like, call me
And they answer the phone.
Shit.
Jesus on the main line.
what you want. Psalms 44:6. For I will not trust in my bow, neither shall my sword save me. Verse 7. But thou hast saved us from our enemies, and hast put them to shame that hated us. In the Most High, we boast all the day long and praise thy name forever.
And you know, our enemies started chiefing the so-called white man.
Right.
On Psalms 83, I ain't telling all enemies, man.
That's right.
You know, and the Lord said he delivered us from our enemies, man.
That's right.
Yeah, I think also in there, didn't it read and say something about I will not trust in the boat?
Yeah.
So I mean, we're not gonna be trusting in no carnal weapons and all that.
That's right.
We're just gonna trust in that power, man. That name,
Like,
what the Spirit gonna do for us, man.
hey, what Jay say? He got a door stopper.
Yeah. Come on, man. And that's what they gonna trust in, man.
Yeah.
Drake, when martial law, I said Drake. When martial law come in, that's what they gonna do, man. They gonna have them little pop cap pistols, man. Esau gonna come through with that damn darker dog, man. He gonna be tearing y'all ass up, man. He gonna be like, damn. Go ahead.
Nah, I was just gonna say they showed you that on what movie was that? The Purge. You know, man, Esau came through with the drones, man. Ended everybody. And what nothing them choppers could do.
You went through a whole team.
Man, went through a whole team, man. Nobody left.
You got them niggas from House of Israel. By what they say, trying to tap into that spirit. Esau.
Who's that?
House of Israel.
Yeah.
Them guns.
The motherfucker said they try to tap into that blessing.
You know what I'm saying?
They try to that blessing of Esau. But
Yeah.
you gotta understand something, man. That's a carnal blessing that Yahweh Shah gave to Esau. And how we know that was Yahweh Shah as Isaac. When you go to Hebrews, it's stated that he created the worlds. When you look into that term, that also goes to rulerships, man. You know what I'm saying? So in order for that blessing to be stripped away from Esau, Yahweh Shah has to strip it away because he gave it to him. That's right.
Yeah, Apostle Bahad did a video. The one who gave it, the one who's gonna take it away. Apostle Bah, he had did the video. Yeah.
I mean, Esau, man, the elite just played y'all, man. Y'all got suckered out of y'all blessing, man. Y'all didn't get to live it up, man. I mean, you do the best you can with the little stretch you got, man. You know, it ain't our fault, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you need to holler at them big boys, man. You got a precept, bro. And this going back to when you said the limo rolled up on the apostles and asking how, you know, y'all figured it out, what's going on, trying to hide it. This is John chapter 14, verse 26. But the Comforter, which is the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name, he shall teach you all things and bring all things to remembrance, whosoever I have said unto you.
They can't stop the spirit.
That's right. That proves reincarnation. That proves that the men of the Lord always had the spirit, which means we always had the truth. Lord willing, we the hopeful elect, man. You know, because we didn't learn this. I mean, like the Apostle Tar stated, man, look, if it wasn't for them and their teachers, man, we wouldn't figure this thing out in a million years, man. You know?
I got one. This is 2 Peter 3:1. This second epistles, beloved, I now write unto you, in both which I stir up your pure minds by way of remembrance.
Way of remembrance, man. That's showing you the act of reincarnation right there. Because it says in Matthew, somebody can get Matthew 13 and 17. Right up the brother. You got it though.
And it says that ye may be mindful of the words which were spoken before by the holy prophets, and of the commandments of us, the apostles of the Lord and our Savior.
And that's the apostle Peter, King David. So who pure mind has been stirred up? In the house of David. You know, and at least know that the house of David is being raised up. You know, because they trying to upset the prophets, so you know they know the prophecy, man. You know, and they know when the house of David come back, they gonna want to conquer, man. Just like they did in the former reincarnation, man. They conquered all these, man. They put Esau ass in captivity. You know, Esau know what it is. He don't like to broadcast his ills. You know, he don't like to talk about when he was in captivity. But they happened before in the house of David. It's gonna happen again, man.
Hosea 3:5. It says, afterwards shall the children of Israel return and seek the Lord their power and David their king. And shall fear the Lord Yahweh and his goodness in the latter days, man.
And that goes to show you, like the brother Will said, that David was people, right? You know, hey, to prove that point, just to back up there, again, John 21 and 16. You can start at 15. This is how through the Spirit, just to prove that point. Go ahead, bro.
All right, this is John chapter 21, verse 15. So when they had done, Yahushua saith to Simon Peter, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me more than these? He saith unto him, Yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He saith unto him, Feed my lambs.
Feed my lambs. Go ahead.
He saith to him again the second time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? He saith unto him, Yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He saith unto him, Feed my sheep.
That's twice. Go ahead.
He said unto him the third time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? Peter was grieved because he said unto him the third time, Lovest thou me? And he said unto him, Lord, thou knowest all things. Thou knowest that I love thee. Yahushua saith unto him, Feed my sheep.
Now, what did Yahushua keep asking Peter? What did he say? What did he ask him 3 times? Feed my sheep, feed my sheep, feed my sheep. Now, this is 2 Samuel 5:1. Then came all the tribes to, no, it's lucky. 2 Samuel 5:1. Then came all the tribes of Israel to David or to Hebron. And spake, saying, Behold, we are thy bone and thy flesh. Also, in time past, when Saul was king over us, thou was he that led us out and brought us in Israel. And the Lord Yahweh said to thee, Thou shalt feed my people Israel, and thou shalt be a captain over Israel. That's how you know the King David was people.
Hey, that's cold, bro. They just broke it down. You the one that led us out of Egypt. That's cold, bro.
You can't get around it, man. And at least know who they dealing with, man. That's why the elites, they they got these super soldiers. You know, they got all this technology. You know, because out of all the Esau enemies with Iran, Russia, even though that's an Edomite country, you got China. You know, their biggest fear is the house of David because they know the power we coming with, man. You know, what can make these young men stand on the street corner, all right, and declare war against us, man? You know, they ain't got no tanks, they ain't got no military. Yeah, so they know we got to be, it's something behind us for us to do this, man. You got countries with full military that they're shaking in their boots, all right, about American military, man. You know, but you got these young men on the street corner, all right, proclaiming the downfall of this great power, right? You know, when Esau comes to brothers, you know, don't be surprised. You know, you look outside and there's 30, 40 special force unit cars out there, man. That he know what he dealing with, man. You know, he know that power can be activated at any time, man. And he gonna want to try to contain them, man. But he ain't gonna be able to when that standard be lifted, man.
I got one. Just to go in on. Oh, go ahead. This is Zechariah chapter 12, verse 8. In that day shall the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem.
They're talking about the elect, because the non-elect will not be defended. All right, but they trust in Esau, man. We see this government shutdown. All right, if you looking at it spiritually, you see how our people are plugged into the system. They don't see nothing past this, man. You know, so the one that's gonna be defended is gonna be the elect, man.
And then they're gonna make their ultimate announcement of taking that chip. You know what I'm saying?
And he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David. And the house of David shall be as God.
Shall be as God, man. Alahayim, man. You know, going back to the beginning. You know, when the first fruits of wicked Howard shot creating everything, they're gonna go back to their status, man. They're gonna have infinity powers, man. That's right. You know, they can be able to manipulate the elements, disappear, reappear, fly, you know, stop bullets. You know, you can imagine the power that's gonna be given in that standard, man. That's what got these Edomites scared. Like Priest Baya always say, you know, them angels on the right hand side be fucking with Esau, and demons be fucking with us. You know, them angels be like, yeah, that's the house of David. You got it against, it's them. You know what's coming.
Yeah,
you know.
And then just to harp on that point, that proves spiritual power. If we're gonna be as like David, and then Yahweh shall stated in the book of John that hey, you have known me from the beginning. Going back to your point, going back to Genesis, the first chapter. Because Lord willing, those first fruits, they assisted with Yahweh shall to create what we see today, man. And the elite of Esau, they understand that. They know. That's why they pray to the Most High on the left hand side with their witches, warlocks. You know what I'm saying? For the demise of this people.
That's why in the book of Psalms they say let's cut them off from being a nation, so Israel won't be no longer remembered. Roughly paraphrasing, man, because they know who we are, man, and they know once Israel, the elect, you know what I'm saying, start coming back to their power, man. They know their time is getting shorter and shorter, man. So only way they feel like they kingdom can continue or continue to prolong if they keep Israel, you know what I'm saying, in the dark, man. Which was gonna never happen, man, because it was prophecy that Israel gonna come back to remembrance anyway.
Hey,
you know,
which proves your point, because hey, if you go to what 2 Kings the 8th chapter, around like the 25th verse, it tells you that if all the Israelites would face the east and call upon Yahweh Hashem Al-Shai, at that very moment, he would deliver us. Not 5 minutes later, not 30 seconds after, but at that very moment. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we know prophecies has to be fulfilled, and that's not the prophecy for Yahweh Shai to return. You know, the Most High wanted to work it another way. But that just goes to show you the significance of that name. That's right.
I just Baruch 2 and I'm starting 30. For I knew that they would not hearken hear me because of the stick deaf people, but in the land of their captivity, they should remember themselves. 31. I should know that I am the Lord that power. It's like, let me go. They should know that I am Most High their power. I would give them hearts and ears to hear. Verse 32.
That's spiritual. You know, now we can understand these prophets because he opened our minds. You know, our heart, Hebrew word loud, which means mind. All right, when we hear this word, we can understand because the Most High used those angels to open us up, man. You know, he said, I knew. He said, I knew it was still neck people, which means he knew we weren't going to hold up to that first covenant and we was going to be sent away captives, man. All right, over here, all right, at the ends of the earth, which is the Western Hemisphere, man. You know, but in that same land, we remember ourselves, man. So the Lord had the movie already written out, man. All right, now we come to the climax of the movie, and Jacob and Esau finna hit, man. You know, now it's finna be the big face-off, man. You know, because Jacob really was trying to, you know, because Jacob was really, he was always, except, you know, King David was in power, and they had the Edomites, you know, in subjection. You know, but you go back to the actual man, Jacob and Esau, Jacob was trying to come in peace. Going back to what the civil rights, Jacob was trying to come in peace. You know, he's been trying to coexist with Esau. You know, but Esau was always with the shit. You know, so now we finna go ahead and get it in, man. You know, now we're gonna get Esau what he been itching for, man. You know, that's the time that we in, man. You know.
So, hey, at the end, what always come out through our movie? The truth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Any movie, man, the truth always comes out.
Then it be at the end.
At the end. You know what I'm saying? It says in Habakkuk, at the end, it should speak. What's speaking, man? Those prophecies, man.
Also, it said better the end of a thing than what? The beginning.
You know what I'm saying?
And then I was watching that Riley had watching that Bruce Lee wrote The Last Dragon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you remember Show Up kept fucking with the whole movie. They kept fucking with man. You know, Bruce had to goddamn give him their work. That's right. Then the master was fucking with Bruce Lee, you know, the master already knew that Bruce Lee he was already in there. You know? That's how it's gonna be when that standard get lifted. It's gonna be over with.
See, and that's what the non-elect is not doing. Because Bruce Lee, master had told him, you know, it's one place you ain't look. But see, the elect, they understand, you know what I'm saying, that the spirit lies, you know what I'm saying, within you. But the non-elect, they don't understand that. So that's why they run to Esau, you know what I'm saying, such as Donald Trump, trying to reactivate the goddamn government shutdown.
Hey, but Yahusha said that, man, our people, they seeking for a sign. You know what I'm saying? You know, they want to see something, what's the word we always use?
Tangible.
Yeah, tangible, man. Something they can see with their eyes, man. Not spiritually. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And this verse 32. And that should praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name.
That's right, man. Our captivity, man. Starting with North America, where we at right now, all across the 4 corners of the earth. That's where the children of Israel are scattered right now.
Right, bro.
And they all coming through in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man.
That's right.
This has never been done on the planet Earth, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's right.
And Esau can't stop it. You can't stop it, man. The Most High had a point of time for us to wake up. And it's time. You can't do shit about it. And we're gonna take the kingdom, and that's the bottom line, man.
That's the bottom line.
The saints shall take the kingdom.
Yeah.
We ain't asking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Take some.
Well, Esau, you know it's your time up, so hand it over. Nah, we gotta take something, man.
You know, hey, that shit gotta hurt them, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've been oppressing you for like hundreds of years.
Man.
All of a
Lord's people, they
sudden,
be looking at you. You know what I'm saying? Now these same people about to come over you now. Man,
yeah.
it's beautiful to the spirit, bro.
I got a quick one to land back out. Okay, go ahead.
All right, this Matthew 20 and 16, it says, so the last shall be first, and the first last. For many be called, but few chosen. Yeah. Hey, we at the bottom right now, man. That's the Lord about to make that flip, man. About to switch it around, man. Put Israel back on top. You know,
About to be a hell of a road, you know.
hey, like that movie with Eddie Murphy back in the 80s. Trade places, man. About to switch places.
The scripture say the oldest shall serve the younger, man. You know what I'm saying?
It was already.
God, is it written, man?
Yeah, I got a quick. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thy eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thy hand. The reason why I brought that out because that's the spirit. You know, we was tough. You know, we warrior tribes, man. But he said it wasn't gonna be no might in our hand, meaning what? He took that spirit off us, man. He made us subject unto Esau, man.
Right.
You know? But look at Jake today. You think Esau can spray us down water holes now? 6 dollars on us now? No. the Lord took that spirit off us, man.
I got one for you.
You know?
I was gonna say, he said, our people should be given to other people. And that goes, that went on that. They have one kid and his family separated that same day to day. They call foster care.
Yeah.
It's the same damn thing. I went through the shit. My mom cried. You watch that movie 12 Years Slave. This lady cried and cried and cried and cried because they spilled kids up.
Right.
And she couldn't do nothing about it. She had no mic. She couldn't like, I need my kid back. She couldn't do nothing about it.
Yeah.
And that scripture right there is perfect.
Yeah.
It's perfect because we couldn't do a damn thing about it. And the Most High, he took that power from us.
But look what's going on there though. He put the spirit back on us.
Right.
Going to Song of Solomon, 5:1. All right, there shall a righteous man stand in great boldness. Wisdom of Solomon. And the person such who afflicted us.
Yeah.
Now we stand up. Now we gird our loins back up like a man.
Hey, this is quick with you. Deuteronomy 32 and 30. How should one chase 1,000 and two put 10,000 in flight, except that rock has sold them and the Lord has shut them up?
See? The rock has sold us, man.
Power
They
the power gone, so we couldn't do nothing about it.
couldn't do nothing about it.
Hey, but Leonardo DiCaprio, his character, he said on Django, man, you have one slave master amongst hundreds of slaves around the field, and not one of them being tried to
Come on, we got fucking big ass jakes with shovels and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's right, man.
And he got one Edomite running the whole damn field,
Right,
man.
man. It's crazy. How about Shashai? He took that breath from out.
Yeah, cause you remember what's the movie?
So everybody talk.
They tried that. They started shooting the gun and shit. They tried that, man. You got your green glass. Yeah.
Yeah.
We starting with fresh. We starting with fresh, so we still alive.
We still alive.
Okay. What brother got on there? What you got on your spirit to bring out? Hey. Yeah, we on the move. Spin the camp up, brothers. Get some action in. In the spirit. So as we move in the spirit, let's get John 3 and 8. And then brother get Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 24. Page sticky. Maybe we should wait till the weather's better. Maybe we should wait till the weather's better.
This is John chapter 3, verse 8. The wind bloweth where it listeth, and thou hearest the sound thereof, but canst not tell whence it cometh,
Right.
and whither it goeth.
John, read it again.
It says the wind bloweth where it listeth.
Say the wind bloweth where it listed, man. And the spirit just had the brother, split us up, say, hey, get a couple brothers and let's move over here, But how the spirit works, it's like the wind. And when you go into that Hebrew word, it's wakak, okay? And it's the same for wind, wakak, okay? But, the spirit got on Apostle Hart this year. I was thinking about it, man. And he deemed it the year of Karaka. The first thing that happened at the beginning of the year is what? All these articles started popping up. And, me and this brother from Arkansas, we got that, is it the governor? One of the, is it the governor, I believe, that's trying to push that legislation for the RFID chip, man. Yeah, So, hey, he deemed it rightfully so. That's how you know that the spirit is blowing in the right direction, man. When the Apostle Hart speaks, because your mouth is where the word of the Most High comes from. Is where we get that precept. We get that from that spirit from Yahweh Shem Yahushua, through the inspiration of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the angels, move upon men to speak. Go ahead.
In 1 Thessalonians 5 and 19, it say, quench not the spirit.
Quench not the spirit. You know, so you know you gotta wait on the spirit, okay? You can't force it either, you know. And then when the spirit gets on you, you know you gotta let it flow, you know. You can read it again.
Oh yeah, it said, quench not the spirit and despise not prophesying.
Yeah, because that's what we're supposed to be doing, prophesying, man. Like these pastors, all right, when you go into that word pastor, it means to prophesy, man. It goes into being a prophet. You know, these pastors is not preaching the divine truth, proclaiming the divine truth. When you go into that word preach, that's what that means, you know. And that's mainly because the spirit is not dealing with it. You know, these Israelite camps, they don't have the 100% truth because the spirit is not dealing with it, you know. But you starting to see things manifest because the spirit, all right, you can't see the wind, you can feel it, you know. That's just how the spirit works. And it manifests itself physically before your eyes, you know, but you gotta have faith to know that it's there before it does it. Because see, a lot of you people, when it comes before your eyes, you're still not gonna, because it's been there. The RFID chip has been there. And it's been manifested to the prophets, the men of the Lord, that it is actually the mark of the beast. You know? You got something?
You said Matthew 12:34. The second part of it says, "For out of the heart the mouth speaketh."
Out of the abundance of the heart, man. You know? So the Lord, hey, He got to be working with you in your mind, right? And for you to actually speak the truth of this Bible, you know. Anybody can open it up, but the spirit, if you open that book up, if that spirit ain't on you, if that comforter, if the Most High didn't open your eyes, like He did the disciples when He came back, He had that honey and that broiled fish, you know what He's saying? He gave them the spirit, and then they understood. And from that moment on, the apostles was on fire. The apostles was on fire, man. You know, their eyes was open, man.
It says a good man out of the good treasure of his heart brings forth good things, man.
Yeah.
It says, and an evil man out of the evil treasures bringeth forth evil things, man.
Yep.
So in that apostle pouring this year, Karagma, that was basically a good thing through the spirit, man. You know, that spirit went out and it started, and plus, we were just saying, us putting the prayers up, you know, makes things get in motion, man. Putting them curses up every year.
Yep.
You see it more and more. Like, I mean, it was like, right? I mean, things were even happening before it. Like, right up until that point, when the curses went out, the next day, things started happening.
The government shut down.
Yeah.
It's already in motion.
Nope.
It escalated. You know? It is still going on. You know, ultimately, the Lord is, when you go into the word government, the reason why the Lord is shutting it down is because there's a wicked mind control. Your brother can get that in Isaiah. No, I think it's Hosea. Get Hosea 4 at the top. The Lord is shutting down the government, all right, from the inside out, man. You know?
Hosea is 4:1.
Come.
It says, Hosea 4:1. Then said Salaki, hear the word of Yahweh, ye children of Israel, for the Lord Yahweh have a controversy.
And He's not asking you, that's a commandment. Right? When you go into Mark, I think it's 12 and 29, that's the first commandment is to hear. So He's commanding you to hear, and you're going to hear Him, whether it be now or later. You're going to hear Him.
It's a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy,
no truth, nor mercy,
nor knowledge of the Most High in the land.
Hey, He takes that very personal, man. All right, because ultimately His government is what's supposed to be established in the earth. All right, and you're dealing with America, who deceitfully uses the Bible, all right, as a backdrop to their wickedness. You know, so the Most High ain't having that, man. Just like in Arkansas, was it last year, they took down, what was it, the 10 Commandments, and erected a Baphomet statue there, man. You know? And that's the whole vibration of the whole country, you know? and America is the chief kingdom on the planet Earth. So whatever vibration America is coming in, the whole world embraces.
This second answer said should be quenched, and for faith it should flourish.
That's the government being shut down. That's the wicked government being shut down, and the righteous government being set up. Read it again.
It said,
Start from the top.
Second answer 6:27. For evil should be put out, and deceit should be quenched.
Evil shall be put out, man. You know, rule that we're under. All right, because it tells you that the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. All right, so these people have a false light. You know, it's artificial light.
It said, it's for faith it shall flourish. And the truth, which have been so long without fruit, shall be declared.
Seeing the fruit of the truth being declared, man. Miracle rocket, you know. And this government shutdown, all right, Lord will, it continues on and leads us to these final prophecies being fulfilled, you know, because that will be a result of that government shutdown is in the scriptures, man. Jacob's trouble, martial law, FEMA camps, sedition. That's what I'm looking for. The next thing to be sedition, all right, because it's already a division, all right. You got them fighting in the government within each other. Then already a part of it anyway. That's the delusion. That's Esau's whole infrastructure, man, crumbling, man, falling apart, you know. But why? Well, you got there. You go back to Hosea.
It says, Hosea, start back at 4:1. Hear the word of Yahweh, ye children of Israel. For the Lord Yahweh have a controversy with the inhabitants of the land. It says, because there is no truth, no mercy, nor knowledge.
That word controversy for me, please.
It's probably gonna go in. You have a charge against you.
Yeah.
It's like the court bringing a charge against you when you do something wrong against their judicial system. When you come forth, when the lawyer is a charge brought against you, the charge of treason or whatever. So our people have committed treason. You committed all these against the laws of the statutes of the Bible, man. So the Lord has a hell of a charge against you people, man.
Like you said, Elder, dispute. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Strong's H 73 and 79. This is for controversy in Hosea 4:1, and it's pronounced that, sir.
You come over there.
All right, and it's pronounced as Rayab, and it means strife, dispute, quarrel, dispute, controversy, case at law.
Case at law. Case at law. And his whole book is the law. Like I said earlier, which Esau in your government you use as a, okay, because part of the reason why you are able to have such an influence over the people is this book. Because people seem to think that you that holy vessel that the Lord has set up on the earth, man. You know, you got it, bro.
And then it had a contest, personal or legal.
Hey, contest, legal contest, man. All right. So hey, and they say in the street, hey, Most High got beef.
Yeah. He want that smoke.
He want that smoke, man. He gonna get it too.
It says Hosea 4:2, right? And we just went into this. It says, yeah, he have a charge against you. Here are the charges: by swearing, and lying, and killing, and stealing.
Is that not what your government was built on? Right? Is that not how? Is that not how you conquered the minds of the people? It's exactly how you done it.
And committing adultery, they break out, and blood touches blood, man. So bloodshed follows bloodshed, man.
Right.
That's just like in the streets, man. Somebody kill your cousin, right? You want to go back and get everybody that they know. You get bloodshed for bloodshed, man. Not knowing that the Lord killeth and he maketh alive, man. That's the Lord's doing, man. Be mad at him.
Your arms ain't long enough to box with him. But yeah, that's how Jake do, man. Adultery, man. You sleep with your next door neighbor's wife, you know.
Y'all want to face the wind?
So
I think it was on that.
yeah, it was on. It was.
Okay,
It was
okay,
right
we good?
there.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. It was on that hump.
Okay.
Alright, we should be good.
Okay.
It says
Can I bring out a quick one
Go
for you,
ahead,
bro?
go ahead.
And this is Nahum 3:1. The bloody city.
Bloody city, man. That's America. How did America get this place, man? They came, the natives were here, man. They came over with Columbus, right?
That's right.
In this account where Columbus didn't drop his sword for hours in and hours out,
Right.
They brought bloodshed to this place, man.
Yeah.
Because when you go back to the blessings that was given to Esau, his blessings was the sword, man.
That's right.
And that's acquire his deeds were through what? Killing people, bloodshed.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It is all full of lies and robbery.
It's all full of lies and robbery. Whatever they tell you in America, man, it's basically like a lie, man. You know, they come on these great amble songs, My Country, Tis Thee, and all that shit. That shit is a lie when you listen to the words of those songs, man.
My land is your
Your
land.
land,
Your
yeah, this
land
is my land from California to New York Island. Man, that's some bullshit, man. You know?
Hey, and since you said that, I got a definition of a citizen according to the Constitution. It states native citizens may fill any office. Naturalized citizens may be elected or appointed to any office under the Constitution of the United States, except the office of president and vice president. The Constitution provides that the citizens of each state shall be entitled to all the privileges and immunities of citizens in the several states.
Are you all the privileges, man?
Mm-hmm.
It's two different privileges, and it's what you call white privilege and just privilege, and you got white privilege, man. We ain't in the same. We don't live in mansion houses in the suburbs, you know, and drive Bentley cars. And if you're doing it, you didn't sold your soul, you know.
All natives are not citizens of the United States. The descendants, you start saying
Bring that back one more time.
Let me hit the world premiere. All natives are not citizens of the United States. The descendants of the Aborigines, going to those Native Americans, so-called Native Americans, and those of African origin are not entitled to the rights of citizens.
Israelites.
Yep, Israelites. Israelites.
Yeah.
You're not entitled, man.
Yep.
I mean, you just know the vibration. Like right here, you have I guess this is the courthouse, the state house building. You can see the flag
That's
they running.
the governor's mansion,
Yeah,
right
the
there.
governor's mansion. You can see the flag. You can just tell when you look at it that you don't even belong in there, man. Right. You already know ain't nothing up in there. It's going for you, man. Yeah. Ain't nothing up in there. It's your benefit, man. You can just look at it and tell, man.
And if Jake is on that premise, so on and so forth, he's doing landscaping, he's cutting the grass, he's washing dishes, and so on and so forth.
Cooking the food.
He's cooking the food. That's the only reason why. Why? Because you're bondmen, man.
Cooking them pork chops and they in there eating. Talking about who cooked these pork chops? Then Jake got to come out the back, walking like feet hurting and shit. And yes sir, yes sir. Going back to the back. Shit, that's bad. That shit be going on, man.
Walking like stepping on Django.
Yeah. Hey, and speaking of Django, that's the spirit. That's what I was about to bring that point. What Calvin Candy made at the table when he brought out this skull. See, it's a different type of influence on 2/3 of our people than it is on us. That submissive gene that he was talking about, where you like what you say, is Israel a homeborn slave? You know, it's like you actually embrace being a slave.
That's right.
For a base man, man. You know, you like you say, I cooked pork. I didn't pack it. I did that. You know, you embracing what you do for a base man, man.
That's right, brother.
You know,
back in Nahum 3:1, woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not.
and that prey is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You have not departed from this government, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you're gonna crash when it crashes.
That's right.
That's why you're about to suffer. You've been dependent on Section 8, women. You've been dependent on those food stamps, WIC.
Man, you know, it's like, you know, it's over like it's like I think close to 100 different little organizations that help women, man. They have a lot of them, man. It's a bunch, man. It's just more than the ones you see.
Yep.
Like they got one called Violence Against Women Act. You know, and that they said that lost its funding like 2 months ago. So now running them shelters and they'll get their whole life back in line, man. It's certain women you see that's working in these big buildings, got good office jobs, driving Land Rovers. They used to be one of them battered women. And then Esau helped them out all the way to the fullest, man.
Hey, that's right. And hey, like the elder is saying, because I had actually did a video actually this week, and I counted, it's like over 47 grants that the government provide for these so-called, well, actually these Israelite women, man. You know, to pay, you know, they can actually get a grant to basically receive electricity, also to become school teachers. All right. Let's just say if they want to go back to school, they can receive a grant. And if you know anything about a grant, you don't never have to pay that money back. It's actually a jump start going back to that pact that Eve made with Esau in the garden, man, because hey, Esau gave Eve a life of feminism, man. And if you know anything about feminism, it means to be equal with a man. But according to the scripture, Jeremiah the 3rd chapter, the Most High put a new thing in the earth. All right, where a woman gonna pass a man. And how does she pass a man? Through these government assistance that Esau has gained to these hoes, man.
You better not have a man or you ain't gonna get it.
Yeah.
You gotta be single.
You gotta be single, man.
You gotta be independent.
Yeah.
I-N-D-E. No, I did a video on that too. How the government shutdown affected college students. You know, you see the protests in Cali. But it's Isaiah 31:1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help.
Right. Destruction to you. Woe means destruction. And how do you go down to Egypt for help, not calling upon Yahweh Shem Al-Shai? Getting on TV, all right, announcing your fate to Donald Trump by asking him, please let us come back to work. Go ahead, bro.
And staying horses and trusting chariots because there are many.
Right. And then a lot of our people believe in this military, man. All right, they believe that America would never go down because of America's military might, man. Go ahead, bro.
And horsemen because they are very strong. But they look.
Isn't American military classified as a superpower? You know? Go ahead, bro.
But they look not unto the Holy One.
And that's
Israel.
your fucking problem. That's your issue. That's the reason why you're gonna be destroyed. That's the reason why you are classified as the non-elect, man. All right, because basically you don't look into Yahweh Shem Al-Shai. And a lot of you women are going to die. All right, going into Michael 7:10. Like the Most High is showing you right now, y'all hoes are going down. But it's beautiful because you still don't understand what's going on. Because just like this term I got from Esau, it's the frog in the water analogy. You put a frog in hot water, all right, that frog automatically is gonna jump out the hot water. But if you put him in cool water and you gradually cut up the temperature, he won't even know he's been boiled alive. And that's the same thing Donald Trump and these elite bankers are doing to you citizens of America. They actually got you in a pot and they're gradually cutting up the heat as they're taking away this government assistance.
You know, they actually started turning that heat up. When Bush left, y'all was fired up. Y'all knew you saw the devil, then they brought in Obama, somebody that looked the same color as you, in your people. And that was them gradually turning, right? And y'all didn't even have no clue. Now that water's boiling with the fool in there, it's like, shit, you can't get out of it.
Can't get out.
You know?
And when you study Nazi Germany, that is a whole experiment. All right, that is just a small grade of what's going to happen here in America. Because what they started with is they didn't just round up all the so-called Jews, the fake Jews, and put them in concentration camps right away. They started sectioning them off in the hoods, and then they said that they couldn't sell anything. And then one night they just all turned on them and started breaking their stores and stuff. And then that's when they took them into concentration camps.
Yeah.
There's a slow process of to get to the final solution.
And just to back up the brothers, and then those concentration camps was actually resorts, man. You know, because mostly you so-called Jews got the typhoon fever and shit, man. You know, so y'all basically was living pretty good, man. But like he's saying, it was still an experiment because they was ultimately gonna do Jake like that, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, because they believed in that whole Aryan race thing. You know, if blonde hair, blue eyes, that's like the supreme image that they're trying to push. You know, so I mean, really, they're against all the other races.
And you saying that those concentration camps was originally like resorts and stuff. Well, what have they prepared for them now that they don't realize? Walmart. When they get ready to put y'all in them concentration camps, and you see that it's Walmart,
It was like when I mean resorts, they was actually saying that they had like tennis courts.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, just living their lives. Because an Edomite woman, I forgot her name, Apostle Gabar brought it back up, or it may have been Apostle Tahar, but she was exposed and saying that shit never happened. And they killed her. You know what I'm saying? So that diary of Anne Frank, that's all bullshit. Ghetto, when you go into that term, it means a place where Jews are kept.
Compelled to stay.
Yeah, right. So nothing has happened to you, and what proves that when you go into the book, is it Daniel, the 9th chapter? It states that upon heaven has nothing ever happened.
Just like this.
Like only to the Jews. I mean, to the.
I know.
Yeah, let me get that point out, man. But you can bring out the precepts.
All right, come back. You go to Jeremiah 31:22. How long would that go about? Oh, thou backsliding daughter, for the Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Shai, had created a new thing in the earth.
Right.
A woman should compass a man.
Right. And you see these women, man. I mean, you got women going to college, and actually making 6 figures, man. I mean, fuck the Nissan. These hoes are actually driving Mercedes and Infinity vehicles. Like literally, they don't even need a man to sustain. That's why they are at ease, and that's why they live this carefree life, man.
They're spoiled.
They're spoiled.
The woman's job was keeping of the house at home in them 50s, man, and them 60s, and then they came out with the Women's Lib and all of those different organizations that were for women. Like you said, and they started putting them as secretaries, right? Like in the 50s and 40s, you had a lot of men that were secretaries, man. Then they start putting them as secretaries. Then next thing you know, they start getting them supervisor jobs, you know? Then you start, women's rights come out. Then next thing you know, you see women lawyers. It just all be men's lawyers. Because you go back, little bitty pebbles of cocaine, man, like the rocks. She would give you like a football number for it. You know what I mean? Like you get 7 years for 20 rock, shit like that. And you know, that man, hey, like you said, he doing that thing where a woman gonna go past a man, right? But Isaiah 32:9. Yeah, 32:9. So when y'all have compassed men, guess what? You're gonna be comfortable in this society, man. You're not gonna believe in your own man. You're not gonna believe in your man, man. You're gonna look down on him, man. You're not gonna have no respect for the man, man. You know, and that's all the way, because you don't even you act like you don't even need him for sex no more, man. You got Esau that brought in these fucking plastic ass fucking material that you shove it in your vagina and shit. So you have no respect for men, man. You women out here, man. But check this out.
This Isaiah 32:9. Rise up, you women that are at ease.
Rise up, you women who are at ease, man. Y'all are comfortable in this society under Esau, man. You are his lover, man. Just like the brother mentioned back in the garden around the corner, man. You took that bargain with Satan back then, and you still doing it now. She went against Adam back then, man. And now you going against your man today, man. But he said, rise up, you women who are at ease. Go ahead.
Have my boss and careless daughters.
Careless daughters, man. You don't know what's going on. Pot is being turned up on you, man. And now look at it. This is the shutdown, man. You ain't look. The shutdown is going on right now, and ain't none of you women coming to no man that you probably ever dealt with and say, hey, look, I ain't got it. You know, help me out. You know, I do whatever you need me to do. Y'all started running to Esau, to the same one that just cut you off.
And I can say this too. When the government shut down too, you're like, these women, they're taking it for granted. They're making memes about it. You know, they're too busy trying to shake their ass still, man. You know, I think it's a joke, man.
A lot of you women, you got that extra food stamp book this month. You saw one book because you don't think this shit real, man. But when next month come around and you don't get it,
it's over.
It's over. You know, it's gonna be panic mode for you women, man. You're gonna see a lot more of you women out there selling your ass. Man. You know,
Hey, you see that a lot.
your food stamp gonna be your pussy. That's how you gonna be getting your food.
Well, I'm ready to see him careless daughter, especially one who want to deal with other women and not deal with men. Okay, now it's gonna be on because she gonna be suffering. And what you think she gonna be doing? When it's good for her, she gonna leave you. She probably gonna look for a man and be like, I'm a woman all the way now.
Don't see how gay they is.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. Like that fellowship that night, I went to Kroger. Man, straight women out, man. Half naked, you know, just basket full, man. Of bullshit, junk food, you know, that type of shit.
They don't know how to get stuff that's gonna last. These women is through, man.
They get snacks. Midnight snacks.
Can I bring that piece up? I got it.
Got it.
Yeah, this is Daniel 9:12. And he have confirmed his words, which he spake against us and against our judges that
don't identify who Israel is. I don't know what will, man. You know?
Young y'all, like you said, Egypt, 400 years of hardcore bondage. Then you went into the captivity under the Syrians. You know, then it was Nebuchadnezzar, then Persians. You know, at least the Lord put the spirit on them to say, look, y'all build y'all temple, you know. Then you when them Greeks and the Romans, it was like on and popping, then it ain't stopped.
Let you keep your name in the other empires. You got to the goddamn Edomites bullshit. They took everything.
Here it is, we still a slave, man. We've been a slave in our past lives, but the people don't realize that, man. Like to a 10.
That's also what identifies Esau, you know, because it say they had set out crafty counsel and to make Israel no more remembrance. As I'm roughly paraphrasing. Hey, Esau did that, man.
Come on, bro.
You know, because then none of them other nations they let us. I said, damn, let us keep our names.
That's right.
You know.
Got a quick one, bro. Jeremiah 50:17. Israel is a scattered sheep. The lions have driven him away. First, the king of Assyria have devoured him, and the last is Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, have broken his bones, bro. Those was two extreme captivities, man. And then, like the elder has stated, okay, we went through the Mede, Persian Empire, then the Greeks, you know, so on and so forth. Fast forward, look at us now, man. We're still enslaved, man. This is Rome reloaded, man.
Because we most of the time we just go back 400 years, but really we've been enslaved way longer than that.
That's right, bro.
You know,
that's right.
That's just the modern, you know, 400 years. That's the modern side of it. When you go back into the ancient, man, we've been enslaved.
Yes.
When Baruch speaks, we were yet this day in our captivity. Come on, man, that was the Babylonian Empire. Right?
Yeah.
Come on, because he's with Jeremiah, man.
That's right.
You know,
and if you can receive this in the spirit, hell, you can apply that now.
What's this new Babylon?
Yeah, the new Babylon.
New Babylon.
We're subject to payments, so now you don't have Esau like literally dragging you out of your bed or knocking on your door. but due to you enslaved through that paper, the system, you get up automatically, man. Now the taskmaster is the fucking alarm, man. That's who's whooping your ass, making you get up. You know?
Hopping Bob.
Okay, so they say we are yet today in our captivity. You know, we be subject to payments. You know, for those, hey, we still a slave, man. You know, whether you accept it or not.
This is Amos chapter 9, verse 13. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper.
That's what we waiting on.
And the treader of grapes, him that soweth the seed, and the mountains shall drop sweet wine.
That's the government. That's the government, man. It's gonna drop. How about it's dropping? You know? Go ahead, bro.
And all the hills shall melt.
No.
Because the King of Kings is returning, man. All right, that's the reason why he's gonna have many crowns, because in one day he's taking all these rulerships down, man.
We was reading as Yahweh Nasha. He finna set that standard up. When you go into that, Nasha is standard, banner. You know? Yes, sir.
Wine, that's that true knowledge.
It says, and I will bring again the captivity of my people of Israel, and they shall build the waste cities and inhabit them.
Meaning, if he's gonna bring back the captivity, you're gonna be redeemed. You know?
In the waste city, really, those as a people before us a place, our people are wasted. We gotta build our people back up, but it starts with the elect, you know.
Literal and figurative.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And that literal gonna be y'all building up our city. Slavery. That's literal and figurative. Like the brother said, we are here spiritually building up that house of David, but you're gonna actually be carrying. You're gonna be carrying bricks.
Yes, sir.
Boom. Y'all gonna be slapping mud and everything.
For 1,000 years.
Yeah.
You know? Hardcore.
We ain't gonna give y'all the tools that y'all gave us to do it. But you gonna have to, this ain't gonna be slavery, gonna be dope. So you wish you gonna have to give you some shit. Ooh, boy.
And they shall plant vineyards and drink the wine thereof. They shall also make gardens and eat the fruit of them. And man, that's so beautiful, man. Because every day in this fucking society, man, you have to work your fucking ass off. You don't get shit from it, man.
You don't get shit. Scripture tell you you're supposed to pay a man at the end of the day.
That's right.
You got in this society, you gotta work a whole fucking month. A check in the hole. What the hell is that?
That's right.
What a hole at?
Then the government still testing you.
If you get it, somebody already got some of it before you finally get it.
Right. But you don't supposed to be getting taxed, because basically your service, like the elder was saying, if I work for the brothers Zaab, I'm supposed to just get my money and go home, man. Like these corporations supposed to be getting taxed, man. People don't supposed to get taxed.
If you read the 16th Amendment, the income tax amendment, it goes into that. The common man don't supposed to be taxed. The corporations, man. And it's in the Constitution, man. You people don't be reading, man. You people don't not read at all. It is in there, man. That's why, man. Hey, this is a cold spirit the Lord put on people, because as wrong as the government do you, all you have to do is just don't go to work.
That's it.
Everybody don't go to work for a week and shit. Rothschild don't be calling, hey. But damn, man, it's a hell of a spirit out here that y'all get beat down, fucked up, and you still get up, put your shoes on, go out there to the fucking job.
I work slack.
Yeah, because you got this thing called the union for construction workers, for different types, electricians, masons, and stuff like that. But the ones that are ruined, those are the elite. They're the ones head over the union. Because if you join the union, you're supposed to go, stick with the union and go on strike whenever shit is fucked up. But then, but the union is telling you, you can only go on strike on these days, or you can't go on strike now. And then they say, you got to go work way the fuck over here, And
you hate a simple nigga in the world who be so dedicated to these corporations. Like, it just pisses me out when I say, you just fucking homeborn slave, man. Nigga, they fucking using you. You know what I'm saying? Like the elder was saying, hey, if you just go, I work for a garbage company. Can you imagine if we stopped picking up garbage for a week?
That's happening.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what's happening with these state parks and such, because they're not getting paid, so they're slacking off. They're not going into work because they don't get
That
any
happened
money.
on the East Coast before. Man, they said there was so many rats. I think it was in the 90s. It happened before.
And that'd be,
Garbage
it was in the
people went on
summertime?
strike. Yeah, it was summer. I think it was summertime. It happened in the cities. It happened in the cities, man.
Rats.
Carol, well, since I bring this, I'm going to finish off Isaiah 31. It said, let's start back up top. It said, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots.
Like we said, that's the reason why people are going to die, man, because they believe in the system. Go ahead, bro.
Because there are many and horsemen, because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel,
Right.
neither seek the Lord Yahweh. Isaiah 3:16, moreover, the Lord Yahweh said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks.
You walk like your shit don't stink, man. You know, go ahead.
Wow. Stretched forth necks and wanton eyes.
One-ton eyes, man. That's no discipline. You could be out with your man, right? He didn't work hard and be like, take you out to dinner, and you looking at the next man's shoes or the next man. He walk in, looking all buff and everything. You checking him out, or you see it when you roll up in cars. They quick to cut their eyes over to the next car, man. Ain't no discipline, man. That's not how a woman's supposed to act, man. Go ahead.
That's what we kept at home.
Oh, while she holding a man's hand, she all in your eyes.
Wanton eyes, walking and menacing as they go.
Menacing. That's those. They had them high heel shoes on, the little tiny steps they like to take when they with them shoes, and they be making that old loud ass noise with them heels. Go ahead.
Walking and menacing as they go, and make that tingling with their feet.
Have ankle braces on, making that little noise.
Trying to get your attention. Remember when we were at Chili's at one time and you noticed the chick kept on looking at me?
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, I'll notice her. And then, when she took the order from the next table, she pulled up her pants and stuff, trying to show her ass. Yeah. And then we asked our waitress, I was like, hey, can I get her number? Turns out she was engaged.
And a dude she was engaged to the dude that worked in the restaurant with her.
Hey, I was in death, man.
I think that next scripture gonna talk about what you just spoke of.
He said, therefore the Lord Yahweh by showing how shy will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion.
That's why y'all bald headed as hell. You ain't got no hair. That's why y'all always at the Lee Long shop buying that fake ass hair, or you in Atlanta trying to get the expensive hair. Go ahead.
And that's why, again, to fulfill that prophecy, the Jewish women, they'll cut their hair and say, hey, that prophecy is talking about us. No, that's actually talking about the daughters of Judah, man.
That's why they always want to wear weaves and stuff like that, because they know in their spirit it's going to have long hair, But Most High cursed them. They said, therefore the Lord, Yahweh shall smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord Yahweh will discover their secret parts.
Yep, see, that's what brothers just talking about. They walk around with shirts all the way up their ass, man. You can see their ass, man. Showing their legs and their cleavage. Their backs all out. Hey, the scripture tell you that's the woman's supposed to have modest apparel. She's supposed to be covered up, man.